Mel Night
I'm gonna have
Sports
to ditch this back.
back in the building. You feel me? The Red Corner podcast. You feel me? With my co-host Micah. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Uh, how you been, man? What has your opinion on the fight game in recent weeks? Do you think it's been crazy? Is normal? Like obviously not normal, but like any crazy things that you've seen that you wanna kind of touch on?
Shoot, man. Well, the UFC has been announcing a lot of stuff recently. I mean, a lot too much for me to like even say off the top of my head right now. I mean, we had the return of Tom Aspinall last night. Molly McCann got submitted again. Um, we got what's it called? Oh yeah, we got two UFC 292 coming up. Um,
That
this
okay? That's
weekend
next
coming.
week. Yeah.
So we got
Same night
Dustin
as
and Justin fighting.
same night same night as Crawford and Spence.
Yep.
Same night as that.
Yeah, same night as Crawford and Spence. What else do we got? We got what's it called? Rob Font and Corey Sandhagen on August
Oh yeah, I
5th.
did see that.
Right? Did I say
I did see that.
yeah, on August 5th. And then we got ah oh my goodness. And then in October, I believe or actually I think November is when we have Stipe Miocic and John Jones. Um but yeah, it's oh wait, it's UFC 291, excuse me, not 292 that we have coming up. 292 is Aljamain and Sean O'Malley that we have
That's in
coming up.
August, and
Um
that's in August, right?
yeah,
That's in August.
that is in
Do you,
August.
what do you
Yes,
think?
it's
Do you think
August
do you
19th.
think that fight? Do you think that fight was too quick turnaround for Aljamain? Like, what do you think about his comments on it? He's already been said that he didn't.
No,
He thought
yeah.
it was too quick. I mean, he fought on May. He fought on
Too
my
quick for
birthday.
him to fight again?
Yeah, he fought on my birthday, May 6th.
That's not that. That's a while, bro. That is a while.
It's
When you have Izzy fighting every 4 months, like that's
yeah,
a while, bro.
true.
From May to
May,
August is what? Is how many months?
May,
That's
June,
about 4 or 5.
July. No, May, June, May to June is one. June to July two, July to August. It's 3 months. What do
It's
you think?
3.
It's only 3 months, bro.
No, I don't think it's, bro. I don't care. He didn't take a lot of damage. Like he didn't take a lot of
Fair,
damage. We have
fair.
we have fighters like look at Bobby Green. He fought 2 weeks after he fought 2 weeks after he had a fight one time because he didn't take a lot of
Right,
damage. It
right. But that was a
depends. It
mistake
very
from
much
him.
depends on. I
The
mean,
fight
yeah,
itself.
it wasn't really a mistake. It was just that he took the fight on short notice. It wasn't really
Yeah,
a mistake to fight. It was just that he,
yeah. But that was
took
the
it
fight with
against a good
Makachev,
guy
right?
on short notice.
That was the fight with
Yeah.
Makachev. Yeah, yeah. Maybe if it was
Mhm.
someone different, it might have worked a little bit better for him. Um,
Yeah.
but
It's just that it's Makachev. It's literally the only reason.
yeah, I mean, I thought it was just a
But
little
yeah,
bit quick, just because like if he's the champion, he should have a little bit of say in it. You know what I mean? Like, 3 months to me is a little bit quick. You know what I'm saying? 3 months to me is a little bit like four. 'Cause I think originally they were gonna do October, and then they moved it up to August. You know what I mean? So like that's
hmm
just to me like when was the last time Sean fought? Sean fought. You know, he fought Jan. Was his last
the
fight, right?
last time. I'm
Jan
not
was his
actually. I
last
don't think
fight,
so.
bro.
Let me look at that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure you're correct. Pretty
He
sure
hasn't
you're
fought
correct. Actually, was not.
in months. He hasn't fought in like almost a year. Cause he fought Jan back in like
No,
October.
no, it hasn't been a year.
When did he fight
No, you're
Jan?
right. October 2022.
Yeah, bro,
October.
that's just
No.
a while ago.
Yeah. No, you're right. October 2022 it was on
Yeah,
Oliveira Makachev.
Yeah, man. Oh wow. So he hasn't fought. So I guess that's
Yeah.
probably why they're rushing him as well, because he hasn't fought in so long. So they probably want to, they want to. He wants to get a fight in quickly. So it's a. I'd probably say something fair would be September. September probably would have been more fair in my opinion. Um, 4 months.
Mm.
You're dominant. You're a dominant champion.
But I mean, you're
You
also
you know.
fighting against a guy who hasn't fought in a long time.
Right, right. Which is it's a double-edged sword, right? I mean, ring rust. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like
Yeah.
you've taken, the main thing is the body has to heal. You know what I'm saying? So, but I get what you're saying though. It's you're champion. You gotta be active. I get it. I get it. But
Yeah. I
I mean,
mean, you can't keep. Yes, he should have a say. You can't. You can't keep people waiting for the belt at the same
mhm,
time. And
mhm,
and a lot of it is the business. You know, so
yeah,
like it's the personality as well because like if it's a guy who sells a lot of tickets for the UFC or like has like a personality like Conor they're gonna have a bigger say and when these
right,
things happen.
right.
But
More of a build up as well. More of a build
because
up and
yeah, because what they're gonna do like in October, I'm pretty sure. Let me be absolutely certain. But let me look at the fight that's in October.
uh,
Um,
that's
292.
Makachev.
It's
No, that's
August between
294. Makachev and
that's
Islam. That's sorry.
September.
Makachev and Charles. That's the October fight. That's the October fight. A year later. A year later.
Mm-hmm.
From the original
Yeah.
fight.
Whoa. Yeah,
You know.
Makachev and yeah. So they're not gonna probably want to do that then. You know, so it's like they're gonna get bumped off, bro. It just is what it is. Like when you have that's a huge fight, man. Like that's a huge
Humongous.
fight. It's just bigger. It's
Yeah,
bigger,
I
bro.
actually I actually looked for
Like so, it's
tickets
just
to
it's
get to go
precedent.
to Abu Dhabi. I actually looked for tickets and they're not that bad. You know what I'm saying? They're less than
I
$1,000 to
know.
go. $800 to
Yeah,
go to
I
Abu
mean,
Dhabi. Of course, you gotta
damn,
take into
I'm
account
still
the
not paying that.
hotel. That's
Yeah,
actually a very good price for Abu Dhabi. That's not bad at all.
yeah.
You
I'm
know what I'm
not saying
saying?
it's bad. It's just expensive. Period.
For halfway across the world, that's not that expensive, bro. That's not
It's
that expensive for Abu
I mean,
Dhabi.
but it's eight. I know, but it's still $800 out of your pocket, is what I'm saying.
Of course, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, no, I checked it out, man. I'm like, this is really not bad. But of course, then you got to buy the
Yeah,
ticket. Then you got to buy the MMA, the UFC ticket. Then you got to get a hotel, which
yeah,
everything's expensive out there. It'll probably be like a $4,000, $5,000 trip.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But that's a later thing. That's a later thing. But I did check it out. I'm like, damn, I would
yeah.
really like to go to that fight.
I mean, yeah. I mean, basically, all I'm trying to say is like the more anticipated fights are going to take precedent. Like this is not a super and it's anticipated because of Sean O'Malley. Everybody wants to see his rise, see how well he does.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
but at the same time, like if you look Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko too. That's not even a pay per view, and it's a title
It,
fight.
oh,
It's not
it's
even
not
a
a
pay
pay.
per view.
It's not a pay-per-view fight. Was a fight night.
Nope. Mm-hmm.
It's a fight night, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that's
Yep.
surprising, bro. I'm not gonna
Yep.
lie.
September.
Wow,
Yeah,
when does that
September
happen?
16th.
Wow, bro, she got kicked
September
off of
16th.
pay-per-views, man. She got kicked off the pay-per-view. That's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
crazy because I heard Chael Sonnen say something like that.
What, like
Say
before it
something
happened?
really. No, I heard him like she needs to learn how to sell it. Like Shevchenko needs to learn how to sell herself. Like that's
Mm,
the awful way to put it, because it's a woman and whatnot. But she needs to learn
mm.
how to like sell her personality. She's trying to be a face and she's a heel. You know,
Yeah.
she has
I
a
mean,
tattoo of an AK-47.
Where's she from? Is she
She's
from Russia?
former Russian military.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
she's former Russian military.
So she
She's
should
a
play the.
marksman.
So she should play the what's the boy's name?
Keel,
Um,
the villain,
no, I know, but no, I know, but what's the boy's name that runs Russia? Putin.
Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, Vladimir Putin. Yeah. So she should play the Putin. What's it called? What's the boy's name? What's the term, bro? She should play the Putin villain. You know what I'm saying?
Angle?
The war. Yeah, the Putin angle. Go against the world. You know what I'm saying?
No, she
She
shouldn't do
Russian.
that. She shouldn't do that. But she should just no. That's not even necessarily the aim she should take. She should just
Bro, you keep cutting in and
she should
out,
just
bro.
play into like a villain. Yeah, I'm noticing that.
I'm have to
No, but all
refresh,
I'm
bro, real
saying
quick.
is she needs to just
Refresh real quick, real quick.
okay. Oh, me. Okay,
Technical
hold on.
technical difficulties. Give us just a moment. Give us just a moment. And like the video, share the video. Like and share the video. Get the likes up, you feel what I'm saying? If you're in the building, just like it. Is it a little higher?
Uh, all right,
Okay. So yeah, it's better. Hopefully it doesn't do it again.
all right.
But yeah, man, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, I don't know, man. Certain women can sell better. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Amanda Nunes, she was able to sell because she was so good, and like she was so dominant as a fighter. Ronda Rousey was like something where it was just so rare to see. She came out of nowhere type of shit. Like it was just something you didn't haven't seen before, where a woman was so dominant and she was making. Why do you think Ronda Rousey did so well?
I mean Ronda could talk. Ronda
Ronda
could
could talk,
talk,
yeah.
and she was very dominant. Like she's a dominant judo champion. I'm pretty. She was in judo. I don't remember if she was a gold medalist, but I just remember she was like she did judo in the Olympics, and she but that's that style that you saw where she was
Mm,
just submitting everybody. Like
right.
that's why she was like just so she was just she was sold very well too. She was marketed very well by the UFC. Like Ronda Rousey is a name that everybody knows. Like Ronda
Mm.
Rousey is a name that I knew before I even
Yeah,
got
you got
into MMA or any of this
yeah,
stuff. I knew
yeah.
her. I knew Conor
She's a
McGregor.
household name.
I knew her more. Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. No, 100%. I knew her name more than I knew Conor McGregor's name, just because like she was an American, so you heard about her all the time, in but she was marketed very well. But with Valentina Shevchenko, what she needs to do is she needs to play, excuse me, she needs to feel almost like how not be cringe with it, don't be like Colby Covington. No, but
Hmm.
I'm saying be more like a Connor character. Be more like Connor. Don't copy Connor, but I'm saying like
That's what I'm saying. Like it's hard.
how he
It's
is
really
not
hard.
afraid, but he's not afraid to piss people off essentially. So just speak your mind, like the way that she speaks, man, the way that she like conducts herself is like
What, is she too humble
like
or
she doesn't
something?
really want to like rock the boat really or make people. I mean, I don't want to say that. It's just like she's like she acts like she doesn't want people to dislike her, basically. And it's like let that go, and you'll sell more, because then it's kind of like the Floyd effect, where you like people will want to see you lose, and but also people will want to see you. It's just like Floyd and Conor McGregor are very, similar in their own in their own respects, because like people wanted to see Floyd lose, like people
Hmm.
wanted to see Conor lose, but
Hmm.
also a lot of people wanted to see them fuck people up, and they just became anticipated essentially. They became like these. characters that everybody wanted to see fight, whether you wanted him to win or lose. Like you just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to see the fight. Like some
Mm-hmm.
people wanted to see him just get each of them respectively get up, finally get beaten, or
Yep.
and some people just wanted to see them dominate because they love to see they just love to see greatness essentially.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's what she needs to play into right now. She only has the people who love to see greatness. She doesn't have people who want to see her lose essentially.
Which is essential. You need that. You need the haters. You need that. To
Yeah.
garner that.
Hmm.
That's why Devin Haney is going to be one of the biggest. He's already one of the biggest fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like in boxing. Um, because he's gonna
Hmm.
have the Floyd Mayweather effect. He already has it now. People already think he lost. Like just want to see him lose so badly. I mean, the hate for Devin Haney, the disdain for Devin Haney, is very alarming. But I know why. You know what I'm saying? I know that it's what he represents. It's how he carries himself. It's his style of fighting. It's calculated. It's not. He's not getting knockouts, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So people want to shit on him and this and that, but he keeps winning, and that's it's gonna turn into the Floyd effect where people just want to see him lose. And I'm not saying he won't lose, right? I think Shakur and Tank give him a 50-50 fights. They're both 50-50 fights. You know what I'm saying? So, but we got to see the fights. We can't keep on speculating and say, "Oh, this guy going to lose." We got to see the fights, man. We got to see the fights. And Devin Haney is the only one really, really trying to make these fights happen. Just recently, Shakur Stevenson was basically clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, because Devin Haney went ahead and actually petitioned the WBC to become Regis Prograis mandatory and get that belt at 140 to move up. And right after that, what's the boy's name? Shakur Stevenson petitions the WBC to become his mandatory at 135 when he had almost 2 months to do this. But as soon as Devin Haney does it to Prograis up, at 140, then he wants to do it and says, "Oh, Devin is scared, this and that." So it's like you had 2 full months to do this, but yet as soon as Devin Haney enters negotiations with another fighter, then you want to do it. It's all appearance. It's all appearance. It's all clout chasing. Unfortunately, it's all an illusion. Not to say I don't think he's scared. Honestly, I don't think he's scared of Devin. I think he would fight him, but I don't think he wants to fight him right now. Honestly, and for whatever reason, that's up to Shakur. And it seems like Tank is doing the same thing. Tank is doing the same thing where I don't think they're scared of him. Honestly, if you're honestly asking me, but I just think they don't want to face him for some reason right now, or I don't know, bro. But it's like Devin Haney he's tried to make the fight. He's been calling out them. He's been calling out Tank for years. You know what I'm saying? He's been calling out Tank for years. Um, and it's like, okay, then Tank will fight someone, and during the press conference, like, all right, let's make the fight next. This shit never happens ever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Tank's coach has
Hmm.
literally been on the record saying, we want to freeze Devin Haney out. They literally said that, and it's like, what? That is so disturbing. As a boxer, that like, why don't you want to make the best fight? So it's just strange, bro. But with Devin Haney, man, he's very hated.
Boxing is too much of a business, bro. Like literally too much of a business. I can understand why so many people who are into MMA just don't watch boxing. Like I can 100. I didn't understand it before, but I'm starting to understand it more and more. Like it's annoying, bro. When you
Mm,
have a sport where fights just get made all the time, and
yeah.
and like the fans pretty much almost 100% of the time. I'm gonna say like 95% of the time get what they want.
Hmm.
Like the only time where I can see that the fans, like off the top of my head, didn't get what they want was like Tony Ferguson and Khabib, and that was like a freak accident. That wasn't really anybody's fault. That was just because of it was just literally because of a freak accident. You know,
Hmm.
excuse me. But that's really like the only time, bro, that like they don't get what they want is because of a freak accident. It's because the
Hmm.
fighter has an injury or something like that. And even then, like if they usually just recover and then they get the fight like in a few months or next year they'll get the fight. But it's just
Yeah.
like it's almost like nothing's promised, I guess, but it's just like it almost like you know like in the same way as boxing may in like okay, we're promised to make this fight, we're promised we're gonna make this fight, and then like it never happens. That like never
Hmm.
happens in
Right.
MMA. That like that
MMA.
never
Yeah.
happens. It's like
Yeah, man.
yeah, it's just
It's
like the
sad.
fights always get made. So it's like man, they're just losing. They're so greedy in boxing. That's really
Mhm.
what
Yeah.
it is. And I can't say because the UFC is literally has made more money than all the boxing federations and all the and all the boxing organizations, like all the sanctioning bodies combined. They've made more
Yeah.
money,
The
but it's just like
promotions, all the
yeah,
boxing
the
promotions.
promotions, bro. All the bro, they would make more money if these guys were not just so afraid. And I see it,
If
bro.
Dana
It's
White,
like
if
they're
if Dan,
afraid, bro.
say it again.
The only bro, the only guy who and damn, bro, like that's not even true. But like the fighter who would you say is the fighter that's willing to fight the most people? Because I'd say like now it's Canelo because he's gonna fight Charles, isn't he?
Yeah, but Charlo's a smaller guy. He was at 154. Charlo's at 168. So we can't even say Canelo. Canelo's also scared of Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? So we can't even say
Mm.
Canelo. The only guy that I know willing to fight anyone, the best fighting the best, Deontay Wilder and Devin Haney, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. I mean, they're willing to fight anyone. It's just the business of boxing is just gets in the way. But they have displayed the fact that they're willing to fight anyone. Devin Haney's tried on
Yeah, man.
multiple occasions. You know, but people
It's
they a
just
lot of them aren't
so
scared though. A lot of them are scared to give up that O. You know, to give up the O. Um, and it's like that has destroyed the sport
it's all
in a way,
expose that. It's almost like
bro.
someone needs to just like
Yeah,
expose that and just like it needs to be a fighter, bro. It needs to be a fighter to expose it. And
it won't
he
be a fighter,
needs
bro.
people to get on.
What it'll be, bro, the
It
fucking
needs to be a fighter.
hold
I
on
know,
here,
I
hold on
understand
here.
the delay, but I'm all saying go for it.
All right, it's not gonna be a fighter that's gonna change it, bro. Unfortunately, because they don't. I would love that, right? I would love that, but what it is that they're going to need a conglomerate. They're going to need a monopoly, and I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but they're going to need a super monster boxing um promotion that's going to completely take 90 or like 85% of the best fighters in the world from all of the other, from Top Rank, from PBC, from DAZN. They need to be able to take them, put them in their own promotion, and basically make the best fights there. That's what's gonna take, because that's what Dana White did. That's his prototype. That's his blueprint. UFC is the best of the best of the best MMA, the top highest level, right? And you know they're
Yeah,
under one banner. They're under one banner. There's no, there's no this side of the street, this side of the street. They're under one banner. They're under one promotional company. And when they say fight, you better fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's gonna need to happen. They're gonna need to have a one superpower for a boxing promotion that's gonna cut
yeah.
out
The
everyone else.
boxers have too much power. The fighters in boxing have too much power. Like that's really kind of what it is.
Mhm.
They have too much power because they can run away.
Yeah, yeah,
They can. It's like damn. It's just like bro, like how like in like anime, bro, when if just like a a like really powerful character, bro, like if they know they're about to get beat, like most of the time they just escape.
right. Hmm.
Like a lot of times they just escape or they get their ass beat. But a lot of times they just escape.
Right.
So but it's just like That's what they're doing, bro. In boxing, is they're just like they
Yeah,
are they're just like they
yeah,
want to maintain like the aura of like, oh, I'm the best, I'm
yeah,
undefeated. So
yeah.
it's just like, and do you really know who the best is? Because it could be me.
Exactly,
I can
exactly.
back it
I
up.
mean, it's
Like
taken
if
now
but
five
no one's beating
years.
me.
Right, it's taken 5 years for us to get the king of the welterweight division now, and we're gonna get that next weekend. But I mean, it took so long for this to happen. You know, I'm not mad at it because it
Hey, bro,
well,
if this
it
was
is slightly late. Good.
it's nah, bro, because if this was the UFC, this fight wouldn't even be that anticipated. I mean, it would have. I can't even say that. It would be highly anticipated, but it would have happened already. Like there
Yeah, it would have
wouldn't be
happened a
so
long time
much
ago.
like
It would happen years
yeah, and I
ago.
feel like a lot of people are not, bro. A lot of people are not interested in this fight anymore.
A lot of people. It's not that
Like a
they're
lot of the
interested. Is that
casuals.
it's yeah. It's not that they're not interested. It's just that they are um they have been burned out. It's like a roller coaster. I mean, at one point, I we thought this fight was never going to happen, so we kind of gave up on it. You know what I'm saying? Right? So you got
Yeah,
burned out. You got burned out of hearing the news. You got burned out from hearing, oh, the negotiation has started. Oh, negotiation has gone bad. Oh, this fights off. So you get burned out from hearing all the crazy ass news, and
yeah. I mean, bro,
that's what
and
it
like
was.
yeah, and also like the longer you go without something, the more you realize you can live without it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Like like
That's
like
very true. That's very
you
true.
know,
Yeah,
like
because
if this
yeah,
fight, yeah, if this fight
really,
were to
bro.
happen
Yeah, really,
years
bro. This
ago,
fight should happen. Really, bro. The fight should have happened 2 years ago. 2 years ago would have been a really good spot for it to happen because it would still would have had the anticipation for years, about 2 to 3 years, right? But now we're at 5 to 6 years of anticipation. I mean, people were also talking about this fight before Terrence Crawford even got to the division, right? We people were building it up. Um, but I would say it needed to build for about 2 3 years. It is a humongous, and they should have. Man, they didn't. They promoted the fight. If I had to give it a grade, they probably promoted it about sea level. You know what I'm saying? They should have done American tours, just like Mayweather and obviously it's not as big money fight like that, but it's still a big fight where they should have done tours in multiple cities of press conferences. But at the same time, it's like these guys are fighters. These guys are the epitome of a fighter. They're not entertainers like Floyd and Connor. Of course, that does sell tickets, but these guys are dogs, man. These guys are just straight dogs. They want to get in there, man. I can tell they just want to go in and rip each other apart, man. And like I said, man, this fight, I just don't know how it's going to. I know how. I already know who I'm picking, but I can't see either of them lose. I really can't. Like I can't see the person losing saying he was the better man, and it wasn't my night tonight. I can't. Those post interviews. I can't see either of them taking it.
mhm.
I just don't know. I can't picture it in my head. I'm like, bro, what the hell? So I don't know, man. But this fight's going to be absolutely insane. It's finally happened, man. I'm so excited to see it, man. Man. I mean, me and Daniel literally since I met him. Actually, like it's 4 years talking about this fight. So, you know what I'm saying? Just straight up, just like fantasizing it. At first, me and him, we thought Errol Spence would win, right? And then when I saw him do what he did to Sean Porter, I'm like, yeah, 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 Bud's gonna win. And I still feel that way. But this fight is so close where it's a 50-50 fight, man. I think the longer the fight goes, the more it favors Errol Spence personally. But I think Terrence Crawford might catch him, bro, and it might be over. That's why I think that's my final prediction is that Bud catches him coming inside and he's gonna get hurt, he's gonna get staggered, or he's gonna fall down, and Crawford is gonna jump on him. That's my prediction, man.
I would said that
And
Crawford is going to outbox him. That's what I would. That's what I
see,
would have thought.
right. Thing is, he has the ability to do that, but my issue with Crawford, well, it's not really my issue, but the danger with he's not gonna try to outbox him because he's gonna try to outdog Spence. And I think that's not the smartest way to go about it. But I think his ego is gonna take charge, But the thing about Bud is that he'll start slow, you know, and if you start slow, you know, if you start slow, he's trying to get you out of there eventually. But what if if what if you start slow and it gets to the 12th round and Spence he won those first 3 rounds because you gave it away. That's my fear of him, going to the decision because you know what I'm saying. Because if it's a close fight,
Mhm.
those first 3 rounds are going to be crucial. The first three and the last three are going to be extremely crucial. You know what I'm saying? If it's a close fight. If it goes down to this decision, bro. So I think Bud does have the ability to outbox him. It's just whether he's going to try to do that or is he going to try to get him out of there. And I think he's going to try to get him out of there. I mean, he's knocked out every single opponent at welterweight.
So it's a discipline.
But
So it's a matter of discipline, basically.
it's a matter of discipline, but it's a matter of him trying to prove something as well. Well, I guess yeah, discipline really, discipline really. I mean, like I said, man, Bud has knocked out every single opponent at 147.
Guys,
He's
too
just
much for it.
dangerous, man. He's just dangerous, and I think he's one of the best finishers in boxing. As soon as I mean, bro, I mean, it's just dirty how he does dudes. I mean, Spence is a body breaker too, though. But the thing about Spence is that his shots are not coming from angles that you don't really see. So it's like he may not knock you out, but he'll break you down. He'll break your eye. You know what I'm saying? He's done this many times before. You know, so it's one of those things. You good, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm listening to you, Mike. I just zoned out a little bit. I'm thinking.
Uh, yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, man. I
No,
mean,
no,
it's
I'm
it's
sorry.
it's, it's you looked crazy for a second. I'm like,
There's
what
a
the hell?
delay as well.
Mm,
No, there's
mm,
a delay as well. So it's like coming kind of late.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I just this fight's
Yeah.
going to be legendary, man. I'm really hoping it's if anyone has seen James Toney versus Mike McCallum, I'm hoping the fight is something similar like that. But I don't know if these good dudes are going to be able to take hits like that, man. I mean, that fight is just. I can't wait to see it, man. I really can't wait to see it. I was hoping to be able to go to it, but unfortunately, they didn't plan the fight out correctly, and they did that shit last minute. So definitely won't be able to go to it. But everyone that is a boxing fan needs to buy this fight. Everyone, if you say you love boxing, if you say you're a boxing fan, you need to buy this fight. This fight, if it does anything over 800,000 pay-per-views, it'll be a success. If it does anything below, then people don't really love boxing like they do, and they don't really want the fights that they really want. You know what I'm saying? Because UFC fight, like, do you know like some pay-per-view numbers of the previous, recent pay-per-views for UFC?
Recent. What was the most recent one again? Was
Was
fuck.
Yair and Volkanovski?
Yeah. You're right.
That wasn't that big of a
Yair
fight
and
though.
Volkanovski. Mm, Still though, it's a good benchmark because it was the last one. Yair versus Volkanovski
So I wonder how much they
pay per view
average.
numbers. Pay per view buys. What the fuck? Um, Jeez. Okay, that's how much. Oh my, damn. So you've wait. According to multiple records, Alexander Volkanovski pay per view. So this is not Yair, but it was UFC 284 sold around 700,000 pay per view buys. That was
That's
when
good.
he.
That Islam?
That's when
No, it's
he.
not Islam.
Yeah.
That is Islam.
No. Pretty sure. Yeah. Hold on.
Two eighty four.
Let me
Two
be
eighty
one
four is not
hundred percent
Islam.
sure.
I'm pretty sure two. Actually, maybe it
Two
is.
eighty
Maybe
four.
it is.
I'm pretty sure it was. Dude, I can't type. UFC 284. I love how Google actually does this. That they put them right at the top.
Either way, 700
UFC
pay per views
284.
is
Yeah,
good.
yep.
Was it was Islam?
Islam and Yep,
I'm not
Islam and
gonna.
Volk.
Okay, and that's a fighter's
700,000 pay per
fight.
view
That's
lives.
that's a fighter's fight. That's a fight fan's fight. That's not a money fight. And it did 700. That's essentially what
Hmm.
this will be. This Crawford versus Spence is a fight fan's fight. It's not so much a money fight. You know what I'm saying? Both guys, they're not on
Hmm.
Tank's level. They're not on Canelo's level. They're not on Floyd's level. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
Of
a
fame,
fight.
yeah.
Yeah, this is a fight fans fight. This is the nerds of boxing want to see this fight. You know what I'm saying? Boxing nerds want to see this fight. We've
You mean,
analyzed it
yeah.
for years, you know. Um, so like I said,
Hmm.
but if it does well with the pay-per-view numbers, man, I think we're gonna start seeing better fights, and I think they'll start believing in black versus black fights. You know what I'm saying? Because they a lot of times, bro, we don't really see black versus black, and we don't really see because we've spoken about this before is race sells, you know what I'm saying, rivalry sells, you know what I'm saying. A lot of times, they try to put the black versus the Spanish guy, and a lot of times it does work, but at the same time we know the biggest fights in history have been black versus black as well. You know what I'm saying. Mike Tyson versus
Hmm.
Holyfield, Mike Tyson versus what's the boy's name, Lennox Lewis, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, Muhammad Ali, you know what I'm saying, Floyd versus
Joe Frazier.
yeah, Joe Frazier, you know what I'm saying, Floyd versus I want to say Shane mostly. I don't know if that was one of the biggest ones, but either way, say it can happen.
Was it
So
Arturo Gotti? Or Gotti was,
no,
what was
no,
Gotti? Was Gotti Spanish? Gotti was black.
Gotti was Italian. He was Italian Canadian.
Okay, I don't remember. I didn't see that fight.
Yeah, Gotti
Um,
was Italian Canadian,
Damn it.
but he dark skinned,
I'm
so
trying to say no.
you know what I'm saying.
I mean,
Well, he fought
oh,
Floyd
okay,
fought
true.
Cousins, the Demarcus Cousin, I think. And he fought Shane Mosley. He
DeMarcus.
fought, I don't know if that's his name. Corley, which is a good fight. Good fight. He fought Zab Judah, which was a
Mm,
good fight. Really, have you seen that fight?
no,
Floyd
not
versus
yet.
Zab. Oh, you gotta watch
I
that fight, bro. Oh my gosh,
no.
that was the first
I mean,
time we've seen Floyd consistently lose rounds, and then he just comes back.
mm, I mean,
What?
to play devil's advocate, I'm thinking of Sugar Ray Leonard, and
Hmm. Bro, you are
you know
cutting the
that
fuck out,
that's
bro.
also, you know,
I can't hear you, man. What did you just say?
I say to play devil's advocate, I'm thinking of Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran.
Yeah, big fight, of course. Very big fight. Very good fight. You know what I'm saying? I think they fought three
Mhm.
times, two or three times.
Two.
Very good fight. Was it two?
I think they fought twice. They fought twice.
Okay. It
Yeah.
might be a third fight, bro.
So
There might
Leonard
have been a
lost the
third fight.
first one.
Yeah. Let me
I
see.
don't remember.
Robert.
I'm not. All I know is he lost. Leonard lost the first one and then won the second one. That's all I
Okay, yeah,
remember. So they could have
there
fought
was a third
again.
fight.
No,
There was a third fight. There was a
yeah,
third
no,
fight.
you actually are right, and Leonard won that one. No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Um that was when that was at 80, that was in 89. They were both older. You know what I'm saying? So it was, but the first one was good.
Hmm.
The first one was a really good, tough, hard fight. Um, I felt Sugar Ray tried to fight Duran's fight, and Duran beat him at that game.
Hmm.
And then once he fought his own fight in the second fight, he schooled him, and that was the no mass fight, no mas. You feel me? He said he doesn't
So
want any more.
yeah. So in their primes, bro, do you
Mm.
have Canelo or Berto Duran?
Man, that's a hard one, bro. I'd probably go ahead with Duran, bro. I'd probably go ahead with Duran. I mean, Duran is a small dude. He went up. Well, I guess Canelo's doing the same shit. Where as far as he's going up at crazy level. I mean, Canelo's our size, and he's going up to 168, 175, and fighting dudes that big. So that is
I mean,
impressive. So,
he's
but
wide. He's
Duran,
just our height.
yeah, Duran is wide. Yeah, he's our height, but but Duran did similar
No,
stuff as well. So,
Canelo's
but I,
wide.
yeah, I know. Um, I would probably give it to Duran though. I feel like he hit harder, man. I mean, his hands were like stone. They call them the hands of stone. You know what I'm saying? Canelo obviously hits hard too, but I feel like Duran might have been able to done him. That's what I feel like. I mean, and also with style. I mean, I feel like he had better feet than Canelo, a little bit faster feet, more educated. Um, and he was able
Mm-hmm.
to spin dudes. He was able to
He,
box a little bit better than Canelo. I feel like Duran would have got
mm-hmm.
him. I feel like Duran would have got him. How about you? What do you think? Just based on what
I
you've seen.
mean, oh, dude, I would say, bro, I saw Duran. Duran's defense, though, is the thing that it's way better in my opinion,
Hmm.
in
Hmm.
Canelo. I think who was he in the ring with? Was it damn, who was it? It wasn't James
Hagler?
Toney. He was sparring someone.
No. If you're sparring,
No, no,
maybe
no. He was sparring someone. Yeah, I saw the video.
it was an
It
actual
wasn't
fight.
a decent video, but it was a video I saw recently. But he was sparring someone, some like heavyweight, or it wasn't a heavyweight, but he was sparring them, and he was just his head movement was just so ridiculous. He literally just like
Hmm.
stop. He
I
was
think I've seen
literally
that video.
rope.
Uh, Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I've seen
got
that video you're
bad
talking about.
pickups right now. Yeah,
Yeah, I think I've seen that
yeah,
video you're
no, but
talking
I
about.
would give it
Yeah,
to
to
I would
Duran.
give it to. I've never seen Canelo do, besides like maybe the fight where his head movement was really good. I've never seen Canelo do anything like that.
Yeah,
Most of the time, when Canelo gets up against the ropes, he's gonna get hit. He's gonna get
exactly. He's gonna get hit. He's gonna take a
hit a
couple
few
shots.
times.
Exactly. He's gonna take a couple shots. But I've seen Duran.
Hmm.
Yeah, his head movement was crazy. His defense was crazy. Duran,
Hmm.
he was one of the greats, man. He's one of the greats. And he fought
Yeah,
everyone. He
I
actually
wouldn't.
go ahead.
I mean, I wouldn't say Canelo is like a glass cannon, but at the same time, his defense is not great. I would say like fighters who are like glass cannons are like Ryan is another one who's a glass cannon. He's
What's a
all
glass
offense
cannon?
basically. His defense,
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you meant by that.
like a glass cannon, is just like yeah, a glass cannon is something that like if a cannon is made out of glass, if it fires, it's gonna break. You know.
Okay, I got you. Right,
So
right, right, right.
basically, it's just a fighter who has very good offense, but they're all offense. They don't really have any defense, so they could
Hmm.
just as much as they are just as susceptible to being knocked out as their opponent,
I
essentially.
got you.
Like
That is
just because of the
extremely.
way that they fight.
That is definitely definition of Ryan Garcia. Definitely definition of Ryan Garcia. Like
That's
it's
what
just
I'm
he.
saying. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. He's a glass cannon.
he just never fought anyone good enough to take advantages of his mistakes. And when he did, when he finally stepped up to the plate, someone Tank was able to exploit him immediately, bro. Second round,
Hmm.
took him 1 round to figure him
I
out.
mean, it's
You
crazy
know,
because like it's just great. And I've said this before, but like so many people have told him about that issue, and he just never wanted to fix it.
bro, and
Like
and it,
he
it takes it.
drops his hand.
Yeah, it might take him to take this loss for him to fix it, but we will only time will tell, because I know he is with a new trainer, one of the best trainers actually, Derek James, that trains Errol Spence. He's with
Hmm.
him now, so only time will tell will whether he takes heed to the instruction, and he's able to actually utilize it. But I mean, he just he
He needs to do
makes
some mushroom, bro.
he needs to find himself, man.
That's what
He needs
I'm
to find
saying.
himself.
He needs to go through the ego death, bro. He needs to
Hmm.
go through it.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah,
he needs to kill his ego because he needs
yeah.
to that bro, that the ego is just such a killer, bro. Because you need to learn how to deal with shame. Like you need
Right.
to learn how to deal with shit. And that's the thing. Like he's just so sensitive to like
Yeah.
shame and rejection and things like that. And it's just like he needs to go through that because that's all the ego does, bro. Is it aims to to protect you from shame and to protect
Hmm.
you from rejection. So like because he's so sensitive to that, any type of criticism that he gets is just like, oh well, I'm
Right.
being rejected, I
attacked
feel
or whatever.
ashamed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel
Uh-huh.
ashamed. And so he's just like, he defends himself. He's defensive. So
Hmm.
he defends himself against it, but it's his ego that does that. And
Right.
so,
Yeah.
he needs to learn how to get rid of that, and how to be able to just take criticism, from people who clearly know the sport better than him, clearly know how to, clearly know the science of boxing better than he does.
Right.
You know,
Right. Right. He has to be able to absorb it and don't think you're the top shit and be a student. Be a student. Basically, he needs to learn how to be a student. You know what I'm saying?
always.
That it takes there's a science to being a student as well. Some people can't be taught. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know how to be a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was his problem for a long time. But we'll see, man. If James, because I mean Tony, sorry, Derek James will be the one. If anyone's gonna do it, it'll be him. Derek James got Charlo undisputed. Um, he's got obviously Errol Spence. He's got Frank Martin. I mean, he's got some. Yeah, he's got some kill. I don't. Yeah, I think that's his fighter Frank Martin. But I mean, he's got some killers under his belt. You know what I'm saying? He's got some killers under his belt. So, you know, um, it's we'll see how he does. I don't know who he's fighting next, but he's at 140. He's going to be moving up, so I'm sure he'll look better. But hey, I mean, as long as he
Hmm.
stays humble, man, nothing, all go do it, go do your thing. I just want to see some change, in his attitude, and it's clear, no more clout chasing, bro. Basically, what I'm saying, no more. I don't want to see any clout chase because that's normally really what I would really didn't like from him. He was just always talking. But when did he fight anyone? When did he try to fight anyone? Good other than Tank, which is a big, step up, right? I mean, salute for him to even getting in the ring. Um, and they made a lot of money. They sold a lot. They sold a lot. But I want to touch on the fact that Dricus or Duplessis has backed out of the Israel fight. Have you heard about that?
Sean Strickland took his
And Sean
place. I
Strickland, what do you
mean, yeah, definitely heard about Nicholas Dupe.
say it again?
Did you hear what he said? What Izzy called him? Just frozen. There you go.
Mm,
Did you?
I didn't hear it. No, I didn't see what he said.
He called him Dickless do pussy.
Oh shit. Oh gosh. No, I did not hear about that.
Yeah, 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 bro. Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, I kind of agree with everything that Izzy was saying. He's just like, dude, I fought with a fucked up knee in my last fight. So if you so like you're just basically pussy. You couldn't. You just oh, your foot hurts and whatnot. So you're gonna pull out of the fights, whatever. Damn,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, but at this point, man, Izzy is just fighting people who don't even like. I don't want to say they don't deserve it, but he's just
Bro,
make his way,
he's
make
fought
his way
everyone
through
now,
the
bro.
division.
Yeah, I mean he's fought everyone, bro. You
He's
know what I'm
fought all the
saying?
best people more than
He's
once.
fought. That's what I'm saying. Like at this point, bro, either he needs to move up or retire. To me, like, what do you think about that?
Oh, moving up.
Well, I'm saying either move up or retire. I'm saying. I mean, I guess he could keep on, defending his title. That's nothing wrong with that as well. I mean, he's just gonna rack up more
Yeah,
title
yeah,
fights.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He could do that and try to
Yeah,
try
that's what
to,
I'm saying. Is he could just,
you know, try to beat. Oh no, he already lost his streak
yeah, I
though.
think he should just defend the belt. Just defend the
Yeah.
like
And what
really,
happens if?
really, that's your wheelhouse. That's his wheelhouse, and he's just gonna keep getting better at that. His defense is going. His wrestling defense is going to improve. I don't think he needs to move up because at the someone moving to from like middleweight to light heavyweight is not the same as someone moving from featherweight to lightweight. One, it's 20 extra pounds instead of 10.
Right. Right.
And also it's just like those guys are big, bro. So you can definitely get knocked out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if someone,
Mm-hmm.
he got knocked, he didn't get, he's never been knocked, but he got TKO'd. Once. That's
Mm-hmm.
his only time that he's ever been finished in the UFC ever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
By a dude, that should not have even been in the that division really. The guy's just a bigger. He's
yeah.
physically a bigger human being than him. You know what I'm saying? He's like a
I
completely
mean, that's
different
why he
muscle
got
set.
knocked out.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm saying that's why also why Pajeda got knocked out because he killed himself to
'Cause-
get to 185.
right. His punch
He
resistance,
walked around at 230.
crazy, crazy. That's heavyweight, bro. That's
That's
Deontay
what,
Wilder. That's heavy
bro,
for Deontay Wilder, bro. And Wilder's 6'7". You know what I'm saying? He's just leaner.
bro. Glover Teixeira said that Alex Pereira walks around at 200 and like 220 or 230 with 8% body fat.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
What? Oh my goodness.
it's
That is actually
insane.
this. That's
That's
crazy. 8%. So then he must be at like fucking. Ooh, my bad. He must be at like 5.5, 6 body percent fat at 185. Then that is like unhealthy.
like probably 5%, bro.
Yeah, that's bro. Anything below 8 is like considered unhealthy. You can't sustain it for long. At least you can't sustain it for long.
Hmm.
That is.
Yeah, like a lot. That is what a lot of those guys get to. So like those bodybuilders, think about it. Like those bodybuilders,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they get
They
on
they
when
cut
they get
down
on
to
stage, they're
literally the
5%,
shreds.
five
They're
percent
they're
body fat
shreds,
is what they are.
shreds. Yeah,
I
I think the
mean,
lowest
that's
I've
what a
ever
lot of
been.
these guys get to.
I think the lowest I've ever been is probably about 7. Maybe probably about 7, 7, maybe probably 7 or 8. I would
Mhm.
say I was at like 124, and I was like, I mean, veins were coming out in places that I've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy, crazy, crazy lean shit. Um, but yeah, I mean, but that wasn't sustainable. You know what I'm saying? I was only able to walk around like that for maybe a week. You know, but that's because my appetite was
Yeah.
off and all that shit, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but yeah, man, I don't know, man. I mean, that's just crazy. But I think Duplessis just backed out, man. I think that's definitely some clownery, some clownery for sure. And I think um,
Yeah.
he's embarrassed. He embarrassed himself at the end of the day. And how you talk all that talk, and then now you don't. Now you say you want to back out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, bro, you're weird. He's weird to
Hmm.
me. He's very strange. And everyone wants to praise him about how being honorable and this and that. I'm like, bro, forget all of that. Forget all of that. This is what they want to do, bro. That they need a black villain every time. The dude disrespects Izzy's heritage, and he gets blamed for it. Izzy gets blamed for it. Izzy, you know what I'm saying? I don't get this stuff. I mean, I get it because I already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's just unfortunate, bro, that they always look for the black villain. You know what I'm saying? He's not respecting the,
Hmm.
the, the command chain. You know what I'm saying? He's not respecting the line of command. Um, and it's just unfortunate, man. But that's how it works. And Izzy's playing it well. Izzy's playing it very well. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, I think that was just embarrassing on Duplessis' side. But hey, you know,
Yeah. Izzy
but I don't.
has literally made like 95% of all, like 95% of the moves he's made has all been the greatest moves. like just he's an astonishing careerist MMA and an astonishing and a great personality. Sells himself
Mhm,
very well, very professional.
mhm,
You know, as far
mhm.
as the fight game goes, he's very professional. But he uh but I don't know, man. He's just one of my favorites
Yeah,
to
yeah,
watch,
man.
and
No,
one of
he's
my favorites to watch like how he moves, bro.
yeah,
Just the way that
yeah.
he
No,
moves. And the thing is, he
he's a
has a lot of
champion, man.
haters, man.
A lot of haters. They want to
He
see
has a
him
lot of
lose, man.
haters. that
You know.
that page that you sent me, that MMA page that you sent me to join. Like I joined and I answered those questions and whatnot. But
Mm,
they there's a lot of haters on there, bro. Like people that call him fruity and this that. I'm like, bro,
mm,
have you seen his new girl? Like what?
yeah. Which I will
Bro,
say,
no.
I don't like the nails. I don't like the painting nails. I think that is very strange. I don't like. I just why to me, but I mean, Izzy is Izzy, and he is quirky, so he can pull. He can. He's the only guy that I'll say, okay, he is just quirky, but I don't like it. I will say that, but I'm not gonna be the one to be like, oh look, you know what I'm saying? Izzy's Izzy. He's a quirky dude. He's a strange guy. But I see a lot of dudes that be doing that shit. It's like, bro, why? Why? Like Izzy is actually quirky, but I feel like a lot of dudes be doing that and be trying to fake quirky and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
obviously I know, Izzy, he's a man. You know what I'm saying? He goes out there and look at him. Look at what he does to people. That's a lot more manlier than a lot of other people, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not defending him there, but I'm just saying that's my
Yeah.
reasoning
That's
for
my
not going
thing.
at
That's
him
my
for that.
thing. It's like, how are you gonna hate on a dude? Like, how even if a dude is straight up gay, how are you gonna hate on him when he can literally kill you?
Hmm. Hmm.
How, like, what?
Hmm.
I don't even understand it. Like, how are you?
Hmm.
How are you gonna hate? Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, a lot of people, and then these guys want to say, like, when you like get on there and you're just like, bro, like, is something wrong with you? Like, why are you getting on this page to complain about a man's nails and doesn't even know, like, you know,
Hmm.
to complain about some
Yeah.
man's nails, bro? And then they want to
Yeah.
say like, "Oh, how are you defending somebody that doesn't even know you exist?" And I'm like, "Bro, we can literally say the same thing about you hating on a dude who doesn't even know
Yeah.
you exist.
Right.
You're
True. That's true.
wasting energy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you're just
Those
he's getting on
those
here to
Facebook
waste energy."
Yeah, those Facebook groups are very toxic. A lot of them are very racist. I mean, if you look at the comments, a lot of them are racist as well. Um, I'm not even sure which one you're
I
talking about actually.
bro, I'll tell you right now, but every single post I've seen on there, bro, is just someone saying something crazy about,
Like
like,
just why,
someone
just
said
like,
that Sean,
huh?
no,
Just
just
like some,
stupid takes, bro.
yeah, yeah, it's outlandish. Like just like,
Stupid
okay,
take.
you clearly don't know the game. Like you're either you're trolling or you're just trying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to get a reaction. And like I've
I
seen some
just,
wild stuff on
bro,
Facebook.
I just read a post today that said that Sean Strickland will shock the world and KO Izzy. I'm like, bro, I literally I was like, bro, who is on this page, bro?
Right,
Who
right,
is
right.
on
No,
this
I've
page? It's
seen,
gotten like
I've,
freaking,
yeah.
it's gotten like 40 likes now.
Uh
But like,
huh. Yeah.
it was the MMA and UFC community, low kick
Oh,
MMA.
oh, okay, low kick MMA. Yeah, yeah, I know that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, bro, it's alarming to be completely honest with you. But like, all we gotta do though is wait for these fights to actually happen and shoot, just come right back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what did you say? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you say? Like, I remember, bro. I remember
hmm,
people were saying Tank was going to get knocked out by Ryan. I remember people were telling me that, and I said he has a puncher's chance. That's about it. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
People were getting, and obviously I get it to an extent where you're like, oh man, like this fight's gonna be, like you don't know because right, Tank, wasn't tested really as far as like someone with facing with someone with that power. But I'm like, okay, and I said this before the fight even happened. I said, look, and I actually predicted the fight ending the seventh round. I predicted that shit on my channel. Seventh round, I said stoppage. Seventh round knockout, and it actually happened that way. But I said, man, he doesn't belong in there with Tank. There are two different levels of fighters. One is B and one is A level fighter. You know what I'm saying? And but that's
hmm,
what people do, man. They hype people up
hmm,
until they lose, and then they pretty much walk away from
yeah,
them and betray them or turn on them. But you shouldn't have put them in that caliber in the first place. You know, what I'm saying some fighters are not meant to
yeah.
be A fighters or S rank. Sean Strickland, I don't even do. we won't touch on we'll touch on this a little bit later. We're gonna wrap it up, but we're gonna touch on the fact
Yeah.
that does
Before,
Sean
right
Strickland.
before, right, right before we wrap it up, there was just one thing that I wanted to mention that I actually saw that I didn't know. But do you know that Colby Covington does not have a single win over anybody currently ranked in the top 15 of the welterweight division?
Really? That is funny, bro. I'm not gonna front. That is funny as hell. Even though
The boy's
he's
been fighting
remained.
Usman, bro.
He's been fighting Usman twice, right? Like twice. Then who else did he fight? Leon? No, no, he didn't fight Leon yet.
No,
Who else did he fight?
bro.
He fought. Did he
He
fight
fought
Gilbert?
Masvidal. No,
Masvidal.
no, he fought Masvidal. Hold on, Usman Covington won. I'm trying to remember because I just remember they didn't fight for a while, and he did not fight anybody in between. That's really what happened.
Oh, he just did
Usman
what? Like,
Covington. Yeah, that's
did he move
crazy.
up
That
or
was like the year.
was he always at welterweight? Was he always at welterweight?
Yes,
Okay.
December 14th, 2019. 2019 was when
That's
he
a
fought Kamaru Usman for the first time.
okay.
And when did they fight again? Did they? It was last year. Was it 2020? Yeah, it was
2020
2022. Wasn't?
was it
Yeah, no,
2022?
no, it was 2021. It
2021,
was
yeah, it's
late
2021.
2021.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he didn't fight anybody else, bro, for 2 years.
Hmm.
He didn't fight anybody
Hmm.
else for 2 years. Then now he just fought Masvidal. I don't know. This guy's just not very active, bro.
He's not
Like, hold
active.
on a
He's not
second.
active. And he's just a really good competitor for everyone, bro. Like he's I don't really see him giving. He might be able to deal with Leon. To be honest with you, I'm still not really sold on Leon. I don't. The only I'm just not sold on him, man. I'm just not sold on him. I don't see anything super impressive that he does. You know, he does have good striking. Like
Hmm.
everything he does is good, but I'm not. You know, he doesn't do anything one thing crazy. But you know, maybe that's
Wait, I'm
part
actually
of him being well
wrong.
rounded.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
He
Go ahead.
I forgot about this. He fought Tyron Woodley in 2020. I forgot about that.
In
He did
2020,
he did fight Tyron. Yeah,
and
he
you beat
fought
him
Tyron Woodley right after Kamaru Usman. He did beat
and
him.
beat him.
Um,
Okay,
he what
damn,
did he? Yeah, he TKO'd him in the fifth round.
wow.
I don't understand it, bro. Because Tyron Woodley was a wrestler. He was an All American. I'm pretty sure,
Hmm. He
and
just declined so
but he
quickly,
never
man.
used it, bro. He never
Oh,
used his wrestling ability. Never
really?
used his wrestling ability. He would only punch.
That's so
Like
weird.
that's all he would do. He never.
Wow.
But the thing is, he also trained in like his gym had a boxing ring in it. So like
Hmm.
he just trained his hands and like he does some knockouts, but the knockout, he's strong, bro.
Oh yeah, guys,
He's
fucking
strong.
damn. Keep forgetting. But yeah, man, yeah, he's a beast, man. Well, at least he was, you know, his actual body type. Oh, you see how thick the guy is, bro? Like the muscle mass of the guy is humongous. You know. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, man, we gonna touch on some more things later on in the week and this and that, and we're gonna let y'all go. You already know, like and subscribe, like the video, comment. You feel me? Hate, like, and subscribe. You already know what it is. Smell Night Sports. We are out. Peace.